Hello everyone, welcome back to another amazing tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to create this cool product reveal VFX in Blender. This is the most in-demand skills today. Once you master it, the brands will be searching out for you to create this kind of product VFX advertisements. I have personally experienced this. Brands and individuals constantly DM me after seeing my work. And guess what? This can happen for you if you learn the skills. This tutorial is extra special. Searching all over YouTube, I found that no one else is providing this level of quality content and information for free. Most of the time, this level of details is hidden behind the paid courses. But today, I am giving it to you for free. Before starting tutorial, I want to highlight cool part of this tutorial. First one is we will create the cool materials from scratch. I will show you how you can create cool shaders from scratch which you can animate to bring something very good to your designs. Second part, compositing. After rendering the sequences, we will do compositing, where the real game begins. Means where we bring extra details into our shot. I will show you how you can bring 20 to 30% extra details into your shot with compositing only. I am saying this with experience because if you don't have any knowledge in compositing, you will keep struggling to get the exact same level of quality which you have seen in your reference work or from where you get the inspiration, and you're trying to create something similar to that. But trust me, every big artist do the compositing where they enhance their shots actually and make them more pop and stand out. So make sure to watch this complete tutorial. So before we dive in, I need a small favor. Hit that subscribe button and like this video. It won't cost you a thing, but it will help me a lot in creating more better content for you. The more we grow, the more better content I can give it to you. After watching this masterclass, let me know in the comments you found it helpful and enjoyed it. So without further ado, let's start our today's amazing tutorial. Okay guys, here is our raw footage which we are using in this tutorial. So we need a screenshot of this video to get the camera orientation in the SPY. So I will simply take a screenshot, shift window S, and just drag it like this and save it. And after this, after taking the screenshot, open SPY add-on where we will get the camera orientation in Blender. So I will simply drag my screenshot into the SPY. So you will see interface like this. Here, turn on this box guide and assume as this is your cube in Blender. So we need to get the camera orientation. So I will simply mark it here, the Z, and after this I will use this axis like this and move it here, and this you can move it somewhere like here. So you just have to keep eye on this cube, and after this just align this x-axis like this, and you can see our cube is now aligning with our, and you can see we get our cube orientation good. So now I will simply save it, file, save as, and you can name it what you like. Now we will open the Blender and we will import this SPY file into the Blender. Let me turn on my screencast keys. So here like this you can see this keys which I'm pressing. So file, import, SPY plugin. And if you don't have installed this SPY and SPY plugin and SPY add-on, simply go to the Google and let me show you and search it for the SPY. Click on the first link, and here you can simply download. Click on this download button and your downloading will be started. And after this you just have to simply install it. It's very easy. And after this you can come to this GitHub link here, and here you have to simply download this Blender add-on. So here simply download as zip. After this open the Blender, go into edit, preferences, and here you go into the add-on, here install from disk, and give that a zip file direction. And after this you will install the Blender add-on also. So simply now I will simply import my that SPY file which we have saved. So night scene, import as a project file. You can see our camera is set up. So if we go into the camera mode, and here if I take a cube, and you can see it is perfectly aligned with our camera. So now let's start building our scene. So here I will simply line it here like this. So I will take a new viewport like here. Let me just leave it and create first from here, because if I take this from this side, my screencast keys will be there, which we don't want. So I will hide these things, this. So because we just want to see the details and results in this window, so I will hide everything and we will do our working here. So simply go into the edit mode, press 1 to go into the edge mode, Alt Z to go into X-ray mode, and I will simply export this. Let me add a material cut hole so you can simply see what I am trying to do. So add a new material, let name it border, add a new material, cut out, and select the surface. Here you simply select the hold out, and now we will select this face and apply this material cutout like this. And if we go into the material viewport, and you can see we hide it the bottom surface, and here we will like this select the camera background image and make the opacity full so you can see it better. And after this you can go into the color management look and you can increase the contrast look, but we will not see it here. We have to turn on the render view. Good, it's not affecting our video image. And here select this face, raise it like this, and after this select this edge. Okay guys, so let's control all transform, let's apply the all scales, and now I will simply select the first faces and I will insert this pressing I, and I will create a shape like this, create faces, or let me control Z, undo, add a solidify modifier, go into the wireframe mode, see it like this. Okay, even thickness like this, and apply it and select this both faces front and from the inner side also like this, simply I like this. And now I will simply delete this faces only, and now I will select these two faces F to create a face like this, and select this again, press F and select this edge and press F, and it will create the rest faces like this. And we go to our first building block, so let me just leave it at the moment. Okay, so now if we just press U, unwrap it all, or let's smart UV project. Okay, and if we add our materials on this, so I will select the principal node, control shift T to add the principal textures. Now I will simply go into the directory of my textures and select all these textures and import principal textures. And we have set up our textures, and if we create a new node value, and guys make sure to use this because this is very handy, and make sure to turn on the node wrangler also because after this will work. So go into the add-ons and type it here, node wrangler, and turn this on. This is very useful and handy, so make sure to use this node. And I will simply connect this into scale, or it's not connecting like this, and I will press it 2 like this. And if we have not yet added any HDRI in the scene, that's why it's too dark. So I will go on the object world. Again, I will share the HDRI link which I am using. So I'm using this add-on. I will simply put the link in description. But as you know, I don't use HDRI directly. I will simply install my Polyhaven HDRI. So I will simply select my HDRI from here like this, and I will simply drag it here, and I will go back into the world editor, and here I will give it the strength of 1, and it will light up my scene like this. And if we go into the under settings, film, transparent, and we are good to go like this. And now I will simply import my watch model into the scene, paste it here like this, control all transforms, take a new empty, let's take it as sphere like this, and move it into the center of this like this. Okay, so now simply select the watch, select the empty, control P parent, and it will parent your watch into this empty like this. And now we have to set it up here like this, and if we move it here like this, here, and like this, and like this. Okay, so create a new collection also, press M, create a new collection, watch like this. And so let's create the rest models like this, cube, scale it down. And guys, if you see something like this, and if you don't getting it, basically I am rotating my scene. So this is very handy for me. I will simply press the alt button, and with the middle mouse button drag my mouse, and it will get rotated my scene view. You can use the numpad also, which you like, but I use this. This feels very handy to me, so I use this. Okay, I will simply alpha, or I will simply give it a glass shader, glass, like this. Let's leave it here at this moment, and now let's create our shader to bring the light in our scene. So create a plane. Let's not create a plane. Select this, your base model shape, shift to duplicate, press P, separate selection, scale it down like this, and move it down here like this. Remove these materials, create a new material, emission light. Wave texture, move it here and into the emission. This, Control T, mapping nodes, and scale it up. First increase the emission strength like this, and you will getting started to see the results. Unwrap Smart UV project and paste the values 7.6 to 1 and leave it 5, and scale them up this. And if we add the alpha node, this, and now you will see the results. And a new node, color ramp here, and move in between like this too, like this and like this. Okay, and now if we just move this, and it will, you can see it's just increasing our traction like this, which we want. And if you guys just rotate it like mine is in this direction like this, turn on this material viewport also, so you can better visualize it like this. And let's move it here like this. This is looking good, and just scale it down like this. And if you just move your watch something like this, you will see better like this. Okay, and if we just create its strength to the like 20 like this, I think it's not just, I think this is good for right now. We will set it up later. So simply like this, and move it here like this. And after this, adds other lights. So I will light it up, point light, move it here, scale it up, increase the strength, this, and increase its value like this. And if you just let me just hide this normal map like this, you will see that just like this, its strength. So simply like this. Okay, so like this. And if we just turn it on, let me just move my this contrast, none. Okay, so you can see we are getting started our scene results. This, let's just split it here at the moment. Select this building block shake, add a modifier bevel to just smooth its edges like this. You can shade smooth it like this. And if you just make it very lower like this, just 0.001 like this. Okay, and guys, as I always say, you don't forget to save your file because sometimes it crashes. So this is a good practice to keep saving your Blender file. Okay, so guys, let's just fix these things because this is looking not good. So go to the edit mode, select this edges and move it here like this to fix this annoying issue like this, and move it back like this, and again move it up like this, and select this parts also and move it here this. Let me get my gizmo orientation. So I will move it here like this, and if we select this and move it here, and you can see now we get rid of this alignment issue, and if we select this and align in this view like this, and now you can see we have placed it nicely, and select this and move it here, and now you can see we're good to go. Now simply delete this, select this face, shift D, move it here like this, and just scale it down like this. P separate selection, select this, remove the materials, emission light, and just scale it down like, and just increase it like this, and you can dissolve this vertex, and now this will give a more good look. This, sorry, just move it here like this and like this, and you can see now this is looking good. Just make sure the things look in this side, not in particularly this side. So just, and you can see now it's starting looking good. Now guys, I will simply select this light, move it here like this, like this. Here I will duplicate this, and I will link this light, so then I will only get this light effect on the watch, not on other scene objects. So light linking, I will simply drag my watch into this, and if we turn off my this light and this, if I show you, you can see this light is only affecting my product model. So this is a good technique to get the better results like this. And guys, now I will simply duplicate my this light, and let me just create a new face here. Go in the shading mode, to select the face mode, face select mode, press I to insert this, and I think this is good. So I will simply select this face, create a new material, apply it, and I will name it lock bottom. I will simply apply it and just give it a color like this. Move it here, and go into the edit mode, select this faces, this, and apply cutout like this. And if I just, okay, and after this I will, this is a duplicated light, so I will scale it down like this. Okay, what I am trying to do, I'm simply going to place these lights here, and I'll just decrease intensity to almost 10, and after this I will go into my this view, and I will move it here. Let me turn on the extras like this, so you can see it better. So I'm going to create a light to make this light in effect on my building. As you can see, this lighting is glowing, and it should, and you can see it's just adding its effect on this building. So I just want to make this effect on our this shape also, so this will add more realism in our scene. So light, select this red light and just increase intensity. Now I will simply duplicate this, and if we go zoom out, and you can see this is now looking more good. And the most cool part, let me turn on this, oops, sorry, like these things. And if now you can see we have just cropped our traffic light, so I will import a 3D model similar to this model to give it a more realistic good look to our scene. Because you know, if we just turn it off, and as you can see here it was traffic, so I want to just bring it out. Also you can just go into the After Effects and just mask it out this shape to bring it in front of this cube shape. But I will just simply place a 3D model of our traffic signal in front of this traffic signal, and this will do the trick. Light model, paste it here, and if I just move it here, Here's our camera, so it should be there. And if we move it down this, just align it as much as you can with this, like this, and you can see. And you just have to adjust its maps so you can get a better lighting. Guys, it's all about the time, so you can adjust it as much as you like, so you will get more good results. So I will simply leave it here. Now I will simply get a new plane, mesh plane, like this. I think I need to fix this again. Let's just leave it here at the moment. Go into the edit mode, select this face, bring it here, this, also this, like this. And if we just subdivide it, and you will get more good control on it. Okay, and after this I will simply make it a shadow catcher. To get the shadows like this, I will create a new material. I will increase its metallicness, remove its strength, move its decrease its roughness, shade smooth. So it's a shadow of this shape, like this. And I think we need to fix this, or just if you go into the world, and you can see we have just get rid of this shadow, and now this is looking good. And if we go into the shadow, okay, so you can see now we are getting good shadows, and you can remove them if you don't want it more. Yes, okay, but I will keep them. This is giving me a good results. This, and now don't forget to keep saving your Blender file. So save. So guys, let's set up. Okay guys, so let's set this shape, this, and move it here like this. We simply modifier array, make on y into minus, like this. Just move it here, put the object, and you can decrease its IR like this, and decrease the roughness, this. And if you just don't want it, simply add a principal PSUF. But this is also not working. Let's keep it this, and we just remove this, and similar to like this, which results I am looking for. You can let me go into the render settings, denoise 0.01, so it will give it more like this. And now guys, this is looking good to me, so I will go with this and move it here like this. You can increase its gap, this. And if I go into the edit mode, and let me just scale like this. Yes, this is looking good to me. So you can play with this, so which you are liking. So now I will go with this. Okay guys, so our scene is almost completed. Now let's just do the animation. So I will select this, bring up the timeline, shift F12, go into 20 frames like this, and I think my watch is on the animations frames, so I will simply remove these keyframes. So simply guys, just select this empty, move on to Z and apply this also. Alt reset G to reset the location and orientation. Scale it up. Let me just select my empty, watch empty, and press slash to go into the isolate mode. Now I will simply set up again like this and like this. Now we're good to go. So again press slash to going back into the view. Now I will simply just scale it up. Okay, so let's just animate it like this. So again guys, select this select this building block and go into the isolation mode so we can do it better. So global, local, to get the orientation in your view. You can see if we want to get the gizmos, you can see now it's aligning with our world, not with our object. So let's select token, so it will select with your object orientation. So this is handy in animations. You can guys see this is looking so much good results. And if you're liking it, please give a thumbs up to this video, subscribe my channel. This will help me a lot to keep creating better content more like this. So simply I will okay, so here I will add our first my keyframe. Let me turn on this auto keying option, press I, go into the tool item and make sure all keyframes added, because sometimes it adds 2 or 1, so this creates a issue later. So just make it sure. So now I will move it to the 100, and now I will create a one frame here like this and scale it down like this and move them again. Okay, so this will be my first frame like this. And after this, if we come here and scale it down, it in Y like this. Okay, so first, so it will come it here like this, and I just want it okay, so this is first keyframe. I will add a new it here and I will move it back like this, scale it down a bit like this, and I will rotate it like this. Okay, so it will back like this, move it this and this. Let's see, you can see it will go here, and from here it will rotate and it will bring up here. And here let me just set my this angle, it will come it here, and after this I will give it a smooth rotation like this. Okay, and I will again return on y-axis also this, so it will come here and move smoothly here like this. I think this is not looking good. I'll simply copy this, paste this, and I will rotate only on z-axis like this. Press all the keyframes, select all the keyframes, handle type, viral interpolation mode, Bezier, easing mode automatic, and this is looking good now. Okay, so now the last thing, keep saving your Blender file, Control Alt S. After this I will move it here like this, select these edges, Shift T, separate selection, select these two edges, press F to create face, and F and F, separate selection. So keep it the like, you can name it window, or this also window. Okay, so now simply so select the vertex, Shift S, cursor so selected, set origin to the 3D cursor. Let's just skip this step, create a empty plane like this and align it with this traction of this window. And now simply press this select this window, Control P to parent this object, and now we can move this window with this, and I will simply create a new, select this. I think this is on the same position, so I will simply create empty, align with this. Okay, so already aligned in fraction, so let's just parent it up like this. And if we just see it here like this, you can see we build the block of our class. Now I will simply select this and we move this, we go to our animation like this. So I will simply add a keyframe and here I will move it editor, and then I want to just move it back like this. Same with this on the 10. I think this was on 10 frame. Yes, so 10 on this, move it this also like this. And what's not edit keyframes, let's just fix this. Let me simply just control Z. I don't know why it's not edit the keyframes. Press I, select this both empties, press I. Okay, and you can see now it's adding the keyframes. Now go on 10, select this and move it here like this, and this also, this. Okay, so if we go back again here like this, now just shift this both, the 20 or less 25, so they will be here. Select this also and move them to the 25 and into the 40. We'll set it up later, and here it will start the getting out from the scene. So just do them on 45 like this, and you can see we're good to go. Now let's go into the first frame, make them off, or let's go to this frame. Okay, let's just fix this later. Simply select this edge, and I will go into the wireframe mode, and I will extrude this like this. Okay, and I will select this face, separate this selection, scale on z-axis, this. Same with this, select this edge, select this one, extrude it like this. Why it's not extruded? Extrude this like this. Okay, here's a selection, control plus. Now I will separate it like this and just decrease this. Okay, and now just like this two, showing them, remove this modifiers, add the material of only cutout, or you can add the shadow catcher like this and make it shadow catcher like this. Okay, and now if we go back and see it here, and you can see, okay, so it's making a problem on this side. We can fix this. Because you can see it's the direction of here, but our empty is moving on this surface on single axis. So I will wait here, and I will turn on auto keying, and I will make it here, and let's see if it works. And this is working, and you can see this is nice. And now I will go into the first frame. I will select this both, unwrap, and if we bring up the view editor here, this will not work. So simply select this face, or let's just not do this. So shader editor, so I'm using a video on this tour. So I have already created a PNG sequence, as you know in my previous tutorials, like how you can simply create the PNG sequence of any video. So I will import this as an image sequence like this, and it will bring up the screen just to give it direction of your sequence. First frame select 0, 1, and just press A to select all and move it here. Select this and Control T for the mapping nodes. Select this into the window, and then we will do not need to UV wrap the model to get the texture aligned. So guys, if you're liking this and learning something new, please make sure to like this video, subscribe my channel and comment, and this will help me to get better audience, and then I will upload more good tutorials. So please make sure to support me. So simply I will add this, and now if we just add a node of hue saturation where we can control brightness and other things like this. And why it's getting up here. Okay, so we have not created a separate model for this, so that's why it's adding this. So I will duplicate this model, and I will name it. Okay, and for the bottom dot this light bottom, I will remove these nodes. Okay, so like you can see, we are getting back or things on its surface. So I will give it the same material screen, and you can see this is all looking good. This you can change its hue to match with this blue border. This now you can see it matching with our theme, bluish like this. Okay, and after this you can adjust its scale. So value, connect this, make it 2, and after this you have to set up its location like this, like this. Let's adjust this screen. This turn off this auto king because sometimes it makes the mess. So just make sure this, and why we are getting this, so let's just, yes, this is because of this. Now it's looking good, and here we see again this moving fast at the end, so move it here. Keep saving your Blender file because sometimes it crashes and you can lose your all work. So make sure to keep saving. And guys, if we play it here, and you can see so guys, this is looking very good to me. And if you render out this, you will see a very good result because we are in the render viewport and details are not so much accurate. So here you will see the transparent. So I will go into the compositing, and here I will just flip, or you can write the image. That's why file, and I will create a new node alpha over, and I will select this. I will first use this image, and I will use this, and I will use this compositing plus viewer, so you can see the results here like this. And if we just render it again, and you can see now this is looking very good. And one more thing, if you add a clear object on this like this, and just add a fog glow, and if we just create distraction 10 to the 9, or let's keep it 7, let's do it 1.5 to 1, 8 like this. And if we just render it again, and you can see this bloom effect, this gives your renders a very detailed look to the next level. So if you're liking it, please make sure to comment on this video, so it will help the other viewers to get this tutorial more helpful and gives a good impression. So just make sure to support me, so I will keep bringing up amazing tutorials like this. So save it, and after this go into the layout and select the frame rate to the 30. It will give a good direction. And guys, on the video side, make sure to make it cyclic auto refresh, and it will play your video. And you can see the 20 frames, you will see your video playing, and after this your class doors will be open. And on this, oops, and just one more thing like this, and apply a solidify model on this solidify, and it will just give a look to this like this. Copy this value, add a solidify modifier, and add this like this. And now this is looking more good. This, okay guys, so our scene creation is completed. Now we will go into the compositing, and let me turn off my all these layers, or let me mute it and accept this, or let's just connect this to this and just mute this also. And if we render this, okay, so as you can see, now we need the over alpha scene also, because we will do the compositing in DaVinci Resolve. We will get more details out from our scene. So now we are good to go for the rendering. So layout, Go to the render settings, denoise. I will use this optics denoiser because this is fast, and I will use albedo only because though I don't need the normals on details on my scene very much, so I will render it on around 500 samples. And after this, I will transport. You can turn on the motion blur. It gives a very good look. And after this, 90 to 1080, 100% 30 fps. Set the directory where you want to save the image sequence. And after this, just color depth 16, make it compression 0, RGBA, PNG, and now you're good to go. And guys, before starting the exporting sequence, just want to tell you one thing, that I will not render this traffic signal with my sequence because as you know, we need over, because over this frame is animated, because over this complete scene, because I just want to give a good control on my this sequence, so I can adjust it more, increase the color strength and etc, means do the compositing on these layers. So I will simply render this single frame of this, you can say, let me hide this. Oops, yes, let's hide this. I just want to render this traffic signal separately, so I will just keep a single layer on my compositing layer of this traffic signal, so it will give me a good control on this separate object also, so I can adjust it more. So just keep in mind, we will do in the compositing, so you will get a better idea what I'm trying to say. So just do this, and I will turn on the traffic signals, and I will simply save my Blender file, render animation, and it will start exporting my animation. So guys, before the rendering, I have made some changes and faced some issues in the rendering. So let me show you the first. So I just added a new light here. You can simply pause the video and copy these values and add this into your scene. Also, you can copy the transformation property also, like the location, so it will come into the same position. I just added this light and area light. So if I show you why I have added this 233 last frame, and you can see this shiny light which are showing up on the screen. So I added this, and previously we was using this. So I just make sure to this multiple importance sample uncheck this, because this will then not add the shine on the screen. So you can see now it's showing, when if we uncheck this not effect, but this shows light on the watch. So this area light giving me a good effect, so I just added this. And after this, I just changed this animation into less frames. As I mentioned you, I will not render long animation because it will take longer time to render, and so that's why I just keep it simple. So it will come like this, simple. Okay, and after this, let me show you the render settings. And here is the render settings, like 0.01 and 200 samples. I'm using denoise, open image denoiser, because if I show you in the compositing, and here I did some compositing. Let me take a render. And here I did this compositing, and I just added this denoise nodes to denoise. Let me show you the issues which I faced in the rendering, so you guys don't face this and easily can solve this, because I have just spent hours to get rid of this denoise issue. And if I show you, and you can see, just keep eye on this side, and you will see this flickering issue, because Blender has this flickering issue. This is not the latest you can say technology or algorithms to denoise the next frame with the previous denoised information. Here's our Reddit conversation which I found this, and here it shows that denoiser in Blender does not have temporal component, enabling frames awareness like advanced algorithms in modern video editing apps. Means the other apps have the latest algorithms to work on the denoise, but Blender doesn't have. So, and after trying many methods, I just solved the issue. This is just because you guys don't have to spend so much time and to struggle with these issues. So I have just spent a lot of time to fix these issues. So how I fix this is just by connecting these denoise nodes, and you just have to enable this from this view layer, and make sure to tick that combine and denoising data, so it will add this denoising options in your layer of the rendering. And after this, you have to just create a new node of denoise and just connect this same as I have connected. And after this, add the glow effect. If you don't want it, just remove it, and this will not use a glow, and you can simply use it. But glows gives a good look, so that's why I'm using it. And you just can copy the, and you can just do the same. same steps, so you will get the same results like mine. And after this, you just have to go into the render settings and make sure everything is same like as mine, because I'm using the open image denoiser. This gives a good look and this works well with the denoise, so that's why. And after this, just give the output directory, go into the render animation, and it will start exporting your image sequence. And now I will see you in the DaVinci Resolve to get some extra detail from our shot, and we will refine our complete shot in Resolve. And you can see I have tried many times, and many times I rendered this shot to just solve the issue. And you can see I have rendered out multiple layers, but and all after this I just, and you can see this is how much smooth and clean. So this is after the denoise. Now I will start from the start to show you the compositing of our final scene. This was the shots which I working to get rid of the denoise, and you can see how much issue we are facing. So let's delete this. Okay guys, so I have created a timeline. Now I will import my image sequence. So if you don't know how to import the sequence in the DaVinci Resolve, you just have to click right click into the media pool and import media, and here's go into the directory of your image sequence, select the first frame, press Ctrl A and then open, and it will load all your image sequences. So simply now drag it here and make sure to check the frame rate of the video of the clip. So clip attributes, make it 30 as what we which is on 30. So just keep it here, and if we play it, and you can see guys how much this is looking good. And if you're liking it, please don't forget to support me by subscribing my channel and liking this video. And I think there I have forgot some things with the light or something else, but let's just ignore this at this time. And let me just then make it here, so we will not. And after this, let me just cut the, as you can see now I have cut the frames. Now I will simply just cut the layer, and I will now change the speeds, freeze frame, so it will freeze the frame. Now I will change the duration to make it lengthy like this, and I will cut it again here like this, and you can see now this. Okay, so after this, now what you have to do is simply, let's just make a complete one single layer. So new compound clip, name it let's go with this name by default. And so I'm just duplicating it 4 times like this, 4 layers. So first let's start with the bottom one. Okay, so here, or let's just start working with this middle one, because this will be our main layer. So with this I will just go into the colors, and I will do some adjustments like the enhancements like this. Okay, and like this. You can change its color strength also like this. This saturation or gain, this. You can see saturation of colors like this, and also change its hue from here. And but the main thing is here, brightness and controls like this. And after this, I will work on my this layer, second layer, and now I will open in Fusion. And guys, this will be our main gem, like how you can get the bloom simply if you don't have added in the Blender renders. Like as you can see, we have already added in the rendering. So if you don't add this will still work. So let me show you. Okay, and now I will add a layer of Luma Gear, and now I will just blur it and make it minus and gamma like this and like this. Like this, and blur it more like this. And now I will add a glow of soft glow, this. And now I will simply threshold minus like this, like this. And if we go back, and now you can see, and if we just, sorry, go into the screen strength like this, and you can see. And if we go back into the color section of this layer and just insert the node, and you can see now we have added glow nicely. It is giving a good look, and you can enhance it simply just like this, and you can increase it more like how you want. And if we go back again into the Fusion page, and you can increase strength like this will now look more good. And now you can see this is looking very good. You just you can see the effect of glow like this, but we will not keep much. Like this will be okay. You can see how much it is looking good now, like this. And if we can change it, you can make it dark, so it will give more good look. Like this. Here's a before and after, and here's a top layer like this. And now I will simply delete this, and what I will do, I will just simply duplicate my this layer, the top layer, and now I will just rotate it like this. I just simply put the values 180, and after this make it flip like this. Okay, and let me zoom it out a bit, and you can see I'm just using it here like this. Okay, and let me go into the Fusion page, open it Fusion. Okay, and let me add the nodes again of Luma key. Make it blur like this. Okay, and after this add a node blur, simply use the blurring. Okay, and after this just make the size bigger like this. And if we go back, and you can see, and if we use screen and make it less like this, and now you can see the effect and the results, like how much this is looking good. Because basically what I'm trying to do is getting the reflection of our main screen, like in the real life when we get a screen or get any light, basically we get it's a reflection on the floor, on the road. So basically what I did here, so I just created a fake reflection shadows. And if you try to create this in Blender, this will take a lot of time in running, and you have to render multiple layers, multiple passes to get this simple thing, and which we did in compositing very easily. So as what I'm trying to say, just support me more, so I can give you the more information, so I can give you the more informative tutorials, so you can keep learning and I can keep going. So this is looking very nice. And obviously you can go back into the OpenAI Fusion page and do some changes like this, and you can see this is looking more good. And we just want to enhance it more, you can simply change its strength like this, and now I think this is looking good. Okay, and the last layer is that this our shadow. So I will open clip in Fusion, and now I will work on this shadow only because I need the shadow, so I have a more good control on the shadows only. So I will select this tool, polygon, and I will create a basic shape here. Like, let me just create this and this here. Okay, and now I will simply, let me just import that over main clip also. So raw sequence, media clip, and now I will simply connect, remove this. Okay, and I will connect this. Okay, this brings our back video. And now let's just create a new node, resize it, because let me show you. Before this, it's not matching with my timeline. So if we merge this will not comes in accurate places. Let me show you the first here, and you can see it's not matching with my timeline images or my timeline resolution. So I will have to reset it. So I will put it here like this, and if I show you, you can see now my shadows is working. And if I show you my polygon, and you can see now it's working. So basically what I try to do, I will just simply delete this. Okay, so delete this, and now I will create a mask according to my shape of this object, like this and like this. And you can see, and we just have to move it a little bit. This, we just connect this. Okay, and now if we go back again, and you can see now what I have to do is just to, where's that, open in Fusion, sorry, this one, open in Fusion, and I just have to copy this on all my layers like this. And let me try if we paste it there, open in Fusion page, and okay, and yes, it's working. And now we have to remove this because I just don't want to show every my layer shows shadows, because now I have created a single layer for the shadow only. So I will just remove the shadow from my rest of layers. So this is not showing up, this is also not, and yes, now this is showing. So I will go to the Fusion page. Now I will give a smooth, and you can smooth the edges like this. So I think this is our good animated. So go into this and remove all the keyframes, just like this mask and keyframes, and just remove these keyframes. Like this, go in the timeline, and now we are good to go. This, open in Fusion page, turn off this off, polygon, sorry, like this. And now I think this is looking good to go. And guys, hope you like it, because this is looking very good. As you can see, this is looking very good. And guys, hope you liked it. If you liked it, please make sure to support me by subscribing and liking this video, and make sure to comment on this video so a new viewer can see the comments and it gives a good impression, so they will also watch and like my tutorial. And guys, for the rendering, just click on this silver icon, and after this you just come up this and give it a name what you want, give it the direction where you want to set the video file. I will mostly render with MP4 H2.64 codec, and in the network NVIDIA, and resolution, timeline resolution, FPS 30 FPS, and keep it auto quality dramatic best, so it will render at best settings. So after this, just add it to the render queue, and from here render all, and it will start exporting your final video. Okay guys, hope you like this tutorial. I have spent a lot of time creating this masterclass tutorial for you, and if you found it helpful, you can simply support me by liking this video, subscribing my channel, and comment on this video. This will help me a lot to keep creating better content for you. I will see you in the next tutorial. Until, stay creative, keep creating, take care.